So it's me, Curtis Aikens, and yes, I want to be your supervisor. Today, though, is Sunday, and we are going to make sure Sunday is the fun day. Going to try to share a recipe with you, some type of a hack, right? Hack is a shortcut or a money saver, which the kids are hipping me to that term. Because I think about when we said hack in the old days, it was about somebody who was really not doing a good job. So the hack today is a vegan slash low carb vegan recipe for your holiday table. I put that on the Instagram site. And if you want to, you can just email me, curtis@curtisakins.us, and we will get that recipe out to you. What else? I was talking to some friends this week about Novato and how long we've been here. I've been here close to 50 years. And what I did was this morning, I was out driving around and I just took pictures of all the locations that I have lived at in Novato until we got the new place on San Marin Drive a few months ago. So, I've been in Novato nearly 50 years. Do you believe that? I'm too young. I know I look too young to be, have been here that long. Okay. One of the first places I lived was over on Park Place Drive when I stayed with some great friends, Dan and his wife. My buddy Bill, who I came out here with, Bill Hope's Uncle Dan lived over there, right off near Sunset Parkway. And my first apartment in Novato was off Third Street. Where's that one? I'm looking for. We've got to go up top there, Third Street. And I used to love to walk down to Grant Avenue and have there's a little Chinese restaurant there. Love to get Chinese food or up and down Grant Avenue. Where else did I live? Look at all this. Oh, no, that one right there says Baca Vista and Raposa Vista. I lived on both of those streets, right? And then Zanco Way over near Center, Belmarin Keys up there at the top. So look at that. Curtis has disappeared. You can see all the places where I lived before San Marin Drive. So yeah, I've got a lot of history in this town. So it's interesting. I've been in District 5 pretty much the whole time here. And then I didn't change districts. The district changed on me. Just a little inside joke there. So we bought the house in San Marin a few months ago. And yeah, I want to be a supervisor. And I know the area well. Lived out in Belmoran Keys, Vincent Sulatanzio, my brother, my sister, different mom, different daddy, same father. They and great friends out in Belmoran Keys and in Ignacio area as well. So yes, I know this town. I know this district. I have long history here. I coached at San Marin High School back in the 1980s. You believe that? I've coached at Novato High when my kids were in school there. I coached baseball and football. Some incredible students, student athletes. In fact, the kids I coached, the young men I coached, were used as in my master's thesis. They all agreed to it. So if you'd like to read about the thesis, it was about leadership, teaching leadership by example, showing young athletes. Because when we took the training classes to become coaches, it's like the football field, the baseball field, the area that the children, the student athletes are performing or they're putting their work out is an extension of the classroom. So as an educator, I took that to heart. So it was really about not only just trying to get the kids to win, but also teaching them how to win gracefully, how to support teammates when you're not the one starting or whatever the situation may be. Remember that coaches are teachers, teachers are coaches, and I bring that philosophy wherever I go. Even when I was working at Dominican, the idea of sharing what great coaches that I have known in my life, from Vince Dooley to Charlie McClendon to my high school coach Phil Knight, and my father, who's probably my first coach, right? So those are the things that we want to bring to the office. The recipe today was and is a low carb vegan recipe for your holiday table. It's a fajita recipe, and I'm going to try to share a recipe with you each week. Money saving, time saving, but the key thing is it tastes great. When I was working with Novo Nordisk, the drug manufacturer, a lot of people are taking the GLP-1s now, and those really they were invented for people with diabetes, and I'm a person with type 2 diabetes, so I use a GLP-1, and I'll talk to you about that sometimes when we see each other in person if you want to ask me about those things. So the recipes I'm going to share with you, many of them are going to be just flat out great old down home country recipes where you got to be careful. Don't eat too much of it because it tastes so good. However, recipes that are good for the body but also good for the soul. I want to create recipes like that to share with you, recipes like that. And this fajita recipe is great. It's a perfect example of something that can be low carb, low fat, low, just a matter, and it still has great taste. And you could also just add meat to it if you want. What I usually do is I'll cook the all the vegetables. So straight up vegetarian, vegan, whatever label you want to put on it. And then over here on the side, I'll do some chicken or seafood or whatever it is. And then that person who wants to have the meat can add that to their fajita, and it doesn't really change anything. It just adds to it. All right, y'all. I'm Curtis Aikens, and it's about community. This campaign is not about me. It's about we. It's about us doing what's best for most of the people that come visit our town, most of the people that live in our town. We're trying to do what's best for as many people as possible. I want you to help me, push me to be not a good supervisor, a great supervisor. I want to help this community achieve all it can, from helping small businesses to helping students in classrooms to helping teachers in classrooms to helping our firefighters and our safety officers, our police officers, our moms and dads. We need elder care. We need child care. We need support for people who need that help. And I want to bring that to us. All right, y'all. My motto is what? Let me hear you say it over there, Ignacio, out there in Belmar Keys, over in Black Point, downtown Novato. The motto is spread love. I'm Curtis Aikens. I'm running for District 5 Supervisor to represent Novato. The slogan is the recipe for a better Novato. And that recipe takes ingredients. Starts with you, me, our neighbors. Peace, spread love, y'all. See you soon.